Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are good. So today we'll be cutting a straight trouser. I'll be showing you how to cut it from start to finish. And if this is your first time of seeing this coming across this channel, please do well to subscribe. Click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. Then first, to start by going before you cut your trouser, you place your tape the way I'm putting it. You minus 4 from the trouser. You go in by 4 inches. The reason why we go in by 4 inches is for your flap to sit properly on that trouser. Without you going in by 4 inches, at the end your flap will be looking so somehow and it won't be that nice. So you go in by 4 inches to have a good flap. Then you measure the person's flap. Measure the person's flap or crush, whichever way you know it, whichever one you know it with. You mark the crush point down there. That's the crush point. I want to make use of my pen so you see it clearly. So I'll just draw the line up like this, and then you curve it at the crush point. Then after that, you take in your waist measurement. Cutting trouser is almost kind of similar in making skirts and any other thing. You divide your waist into 4 as normal. Your hip is divided into 4. The only thing you divide into 2 in trouser is your lap. So I'm taking down my hip measurement. That's my hip measurement. I went down by 8 inches. Then I'll insert my hip measurement. My hip measurement divided into 4. I'll insert the measurement over there. I'll make my markings right. You give it a slight curve. You can make it curvy depending on who you're making the clothes for. If the person is quite curvy, you make it curvy. But if it's not that really curvy, you don't need to make all that curvy stuff. So it won't look like balloon. Yeah. So I have to be sure of my measurement. Then I'll go in by 1 inches there at that crush point before I place my lap measurement. I went in by 1 inches over there. Give it a mark like this. Then you take down your lap measurement. Remember I said your lap is divided into 2. Cutting trouser is as easy as, it's not really that hard. But for beginners, you might find it difficult, but if you keep doing it on and on, you see how easy it is to make trouser. So I want to insert my full length measurement. Sorry, this is the first thing I was supposed to do before inserting any other measurement. I was supposed to mark my full length measurement first, but all the same, that's what I'm inserting right now, my full length measurement. Then normally you drag that flap line there, you drag it down to your full length by minusing 3 at that end point. You minus it by 3 inches. Then you bring it straight, you take it straight down to your full length. But if you had wanted it to be a palazzo trouser, you don't need to minus any 3 inches at the down part. Just bring it down, like draw it straight down without minusing anything. After watching this video, I would encourage you to make yours to see how it will come out. It is very easy to make. Just follow my directions and you will see how good it will come out. You don't need to be scared, you can do it. So I have to cut the materials. Okay, I brought it close for you to see my markings very clear. That's my flap point. So I've cut it out. The next thing I'll do now is to place it on the back side because this is the front part of this trouser. So I'll place it on top of the back part, just the way you see me doing. So that back side, you come down by 2 inches from the flap point to the lap to your lap back. That's markings I'm doing right now. You just make sure that you have a space of 2 inches at the back. Without you inserting that 2 inches at the back, after sewing your trouser, you notice that the line is coming towards the front part of your leg, which is not supposed to be so. But if you should insert this 2 inches allowance at the back part, your trouser will sit properly where it is supposed to sit. The lining of your trouser, it won't come to the front, it won't go to the back, it will just sit at the normal place. So I'll just have to cut it off now. So at the other part of the trouser, you just cut it how the front part is. You don't need to add anything to it. It will be equal with the front and the back. The side of the front will be equal with the back side. The only place that will be bigger will be the back. The flap at the back will be bigger by 2 inches. Then here you come down by 1 inch. You slant it up at the point, at the edge there. Before you cut it out, you just have to give it a slant curve. Come down by 1 inches there. Then you cut it out like this, the way you see me doing. So this is how you should be looking if you're on the right page with me. Then there's me sewing my flap point, and if you notice, I didn't close up that I didn't sew the last this point. I didn't sew it. That place is meant to be open, though it's optional. If you want to sew it to that point, you can do that. If you don't want, you can leave it open, but I prefer doing it like that because it gives me a very good result. Then I'll also do the same at the back side. This is me attaching the flap the dart part, the dart at the back of the trouser. I measured 4.5 inches with it, and then the depth is 4.5 as well. That's it. The same thing at the other side. So the next thing I'll do now, I'll be joining the both sides together. I'll be joining the front and the back sides together. And while joining it together, make sure they are equal. You know the back is supposed to be bigger than the front. Then while sewing it, you make sure that the both sides are equal. You sew it equally. Then you have to close up your crush. You sew on top of that place straight down to the end point of the trouser. Then this is it. After that, I'll be inserting my waist band. Okay, I want to iron it first before I do. Normally you're supposed to iron before inserting your waistband, so it will come out well. So this is how to insert a waistband to trouser. You sew it on top of it like this, right side facing right side. You sew it on top. Watch closely and see what I'm doing here. See how I fold it. and bring it up again like this. I'll close that edge point now. After sewing it up, I'll turn it over to the right side. You see how it is? So I'll have to turn it to the other side and sew it round. I'll have to do this at the other edge of the trouser as well. So I'll sew it round till I get to the other point of the trouser. After that, I'll be inserting my zip as well by this side. So guys, this is the end result of this trouser. As you can see, it's very easy to make. So I advise you to watch closely, and after watching, try to make yours as well. So if you find this video helpful, try to give it a thumbs up, share the video as well, and if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. So this is how the trouser came out. It's very nice. As you can see, it's looking nice on the client. So I'll be seeing you next time. Same channel, same time next time. All right. Bye bye. Try to subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, and share the video among your friends so they will see it.